So in this video, which I created was part two, was just to continue on with this tutorial. So there's going to be situations where you need to make changes to your existing services that are currently deployed up into the cloud. And so what I like about this tutorial right here is it's basically uses a small application and it just shows you how to do an upgrade. So the upgrade that they want you to do for this particular project, and I've already started on a little bit, is to update the CPU parameters. So they are basically anticipating that the web front end project is going to be more heavily used. And so this is deployed out in the cloud. And what they want you to do is change one of the parameters for that to account for that. So what they're saying is in the ToDo List app, which is the resource project, basically, which contains the two folders. It has your configuration for your application, which is your ToDo List app. That's where you got your network, and that's where you've got your gateway services that basically list, your incoming ports and stuff of that nature, like for your load balancer. In the environments for the ToDo List app, they, like I said, again, they have a cloud and a local. So when your application is deployed to Azure, these are your parameter files and your profile files. And when it's deployed locally to your local service fabric, this is your parameters and your profile. So that's why you'll have basically two different things going on there. What they want you to do is go to your parameters file, your YAML for the cloud deployment. And I changed this. This was set to 1.0. And so this is basically anticipating that the web front end CPU is going to be used a little bit more heavily. So that was the change that we made there. And then what they want you to do is modify the model property. Model class. So, you got the ToDo item. They want you to add a new category. So, go into the tutorial there. We are going to add a category property. And again, I'm not really paying too much attention to the application itself. Just because, it's just a test application, can apply to any microservice. And we're going to change the load method here to support the new category, which is what we've got right there. Now for the next step, they want you to modify the service. So they're just basically saying the web front end project is an ASP.NET Core app. And basically we want to modify the front end to allow for the new category, header, and data rows. So let's go ahead and do that. So we will open up index.cshtml, the Razor view here, and we are going to add the category, and we are going to add it right here as well for the header. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and build and run the application. So as you can see right here, what we have deployed to Azure just has 2 columns, and we have 3 columns. So let's go ahead and make sure our local service fabric mesh is up and running. Basically, it is running. You can do a manage local cluster down here, which is going to bring up the browser, which is what you got right here. So we've got our application, our node right here. Let's see here. All right. Let's go ahead and try to run this and see what we have going on here. Going to run this locally. Now this could take a little bit of time, so I'm going to pause it and wait for that to come up. So let's go and publish this application, publish the upgrade. So we're going to go to the ToDo List app. We're going to go ahead and publish and give this a little bit of time. Once you publish the first time, the second time itself and subsequent times should run a little bit faster. So let's see what we've got going on here. And I will pause and wait for this to be published, and I will resume the video. Okay, it took a while. As you can see, the deployment steps, when you published, had to create another version of the image up there in the container registry. Let's give it a try and see what happens when we refresh this. We've got two columns here. Let's see what we got here. Just bear with me 1 second now. So I had to go and pull that URL and refresh everything. And now, as you can see, we actually have the third column, which is our category. So it does look like it went ahead and published it properly. So we can take a look in the portal. Excuse me. If I take that URL, go into the ToDo List app, which is what we've got going on here. We can see our two front ends.